guys, I'm here at Van Duzel Botanical Gardens in Vancouver for the 7th annual Dinner and Blanc White Party. Today's event is going to be filled with delicious food, great music, and many surprises. Earlier today, I got to meet up with Lisa at her pre-party where she was hosting at her store at Queen Luxury Boutique. We got to talk about what inspires her in fashion. Enjoy.
I got into fashion when I started working for the designer stores, Holt Renfrew, Nordstrom, since I was 19 years old. Everyone was asking me to sell their own stuff, so I kind of just did that on the side. And then going from there, I just thought, why not do it myself? So we carry everything secondhand, mostly Chanel's, Louis Vuitton. We have everything really. We focus on dresses, clothing, t-shirts, sweaters, and for shoes, we sell a lot of Valentinos. So I would say it's casual chic sort of style.
What sets Queen of Luxury apart from other consignment stores?
I think it's just being different. So I don't think I've ever heard of a consignment store that carries their own lifestyle brand. It just stands out, and it's sort of more in the luxurious feel of things rather than secondhand shopping. So having my own line and then the secondhand sort of gently cared for items, that kind of stands out, I think.
Hey guys, I'm back here at the Botanical Gardens. The party's just about to start. I'm gonna go inside and check it out, and guess what? I got you VIP access. Enjoy. Hey guys, and welcome to the workout room, where each week I teach you a new workout that you can try out at home. This week we're going to be covering our abs. We're going to focus on how to fully engage them. The first workout we're going to do is called the dead bug. I know it's a funny name, but it's really good for strengthening your core. So the first thing we're going to cover is breathing, because breathing properly is the best way to fully engage your abs. I'm sure you've already heard of breathing through your belly. Well, we're going to do the opposite of that. When you inhale, your lungs should expand through your belly and through your back. The best way to know if you're doing this properly is by laying down. We're going to start by laying on our back with our knees bent. When you inhale, you should feel your belly expand as well as your lower back pressing into the floor. Once you're comfortable with this, we're going to elevate our feet off the floor. Notice the angle on my legs. We want this angle to be more than 90 degrees. If we're at 90 degrees or less, we won't properly engage our core, so remember to always be more than 90 degrees. So remember our breathing. The most important component to this workout is that you don't arch your back, because if you arch your back, the energy that's supposed to go to your core is now going into your back, and that can cause injury over time. So if you're having a hard time elevating your legs, then take it a step back and practice your breathing. And then when you feel comfortable, then try elevating your legs. So we've elevated our legs, and from here we want to make sure that our lower back is not arched. Aim to hold it for 30 seconds or for as long as you can without compromising the technique. Once we've reached 30, we slowly lower our feet back to the floor without arching our lower back. If that was too simple for you, then we can take it up a notch. From the elevated feet position, we can alternate extending our legs out. When we extend our legs, that's when our lower back is most vulnerable. So make sure to take that breath, that way it will protect your lower back. Starting with our legs elevated, we can raise our arms in the air as we alternate our legs. When you extend a leg out, we breathe in, expanding those lungs into the ground so that our lower back doesn't arch. As we bring the leg back to its starting position, that's when we exhale. And remember, your legs should make more than a 90-degree angle to keep that core constantly engaged. If that was too easy for you, we can try another version. If that feels good and there's no strain on your lower back, we can start moving our arms at the same time as our legs. The important part of this last move is that our arm movement is opposite to our leg movement. So if I extend my right leg, I raise my left arm. Aim for 10 reps for each side, or however many you can do without compromising your technique. I hope you enjoyed learning the dead bug. It's an exercise that anyone can do. So that's it for this week. I'll see you next time.
Our event today is raising funds for the Cardiac Kids in support of Sick Kids Foundation, and we just did an amazing Zumba fundraiser event. The foundation itself is that it's Cardiac Kids, so what we do is we're raising funds to supply and just to be able to provide for the health providers of these kids that have gone through or are going through cardiac surgery. We chose Zumba because we were thinking throughout the years we've been doing other kind of events such as talent shows, dodgeball, all that. We were thinking, why don't we do something fun as well and interactive for everybody of all ages? So we were thinking, since it's the beginning of the year, everybody would still want to exercise. So we were thinking, why don't we do a Zumba fundraiser? It's a cardio. At the same time, it's the heart month. It's for cardiac kids. So what a perfect fit. So that is why we did Zumba, and I was able to gather teachers locally that are willing to volunteer their time. So we appreciate everybody for just uniting today.
So Ate, how did you get into Zumba?
Well, I wanted to try something new. And my sister is already a Zumba instructor, and she told me that, why don't you try Zumba since you love dancing? And so I went to the nearest Zumba class. And I tried it out, and I love the instructor, and she's actually here today. She's one of my mentors, and the reason why I had taken the certification is because I loved it, and so I wanted to share, and I like seeing people happy.
So where do you teach?
I teach at Steve Nash. I do 5 classes there. I do Delta location, Morgan Crossing, Kingsway, and Lougheed.
Cool. So what do you want to tell our viewers who are watching right now that want to try Zumba?
Well, Zumba is really, really fun. It's like Latin music. You can't go wrong with that. It's like you come, even though you don't have experience, you're a beginner, you're an expert in dancing, just come and if you don't get the movement in the beginning, just keep trying, and I promise you, you're going to have tons of fun.
So Christine, how's it going?
It's great. It's great. Happy to be here.
How did you enjoy today's event?
It was really fun. I'm really glad that we were able to put on this event. It was super active and interactive. So yeah, it was just very fun to be with everyone here today.
What was your favorite part?
I think just seeing everyone together for a good cause and dancing. I know I've been a dancer my whole life, so it's fun to just be with everyone and have all the teachers and Zumba dancers here.
What message do you want to leave our viewers watching today?
I think just to keep a healthy lifestyle, be active, have fun, and yeah, keep moving.
All right, my fellow Filipino peeps, alam ko we love to save some pera. So today I'm going to show you kung paano mag-change ng oil by yourself. Pero bago tayo mag-start, let's change into something a little more functional. Yan, much better. Now all you're gonna need is a new filter, motor oil, and a few tools. Okay, so here's everything you're gonna need. You need a drain pan, wheel blocks, jack stands, wrenches, oil filter, filter wrench, new oil, a light, some towels and gloves, safety glasses, and a small container to put some oil into. Once you have all that, you're ready to start. So ang unang gagawin natin ay to put a block behind the tires in case may emergency, para hindi mag-roll away ang car when you jack it up. Speaking of jacking it up, yan ang gagawin natin next. In order to do this properly, tingnan mo ang undercarriage ng kotse at make sure na ang frame ang ginajack mo at hindi ang oil pan. Otherwise, baka ma-damage mo ang pan. Pagkatapos, kunin mo ang jack stand at ilagay mo sa undercarriage ng kotse. Again, sa frame. Madali lang gamitin ito. I-pull mo lang from the top at magsa-self-lock ito. Basically, dapat ilagay sa appropriate height to the frame as possible. So gagawin natin to sa both sides at pag-release ng jack, make sure na gawin mo gently at slowly so hindi mag-slam down sa jack ang kotse. Yan, that's how it should look like. Now na nakalagay na ang both jack stands, magsa-slide tayo under the vehicle at i-break natin ang bolt on the oil pan. Essentially, yung drain plug nakalagay on super tight. Get that guy open at from there, madali na lang iyan thread yung plug. Like I said before, pag na-crack mo na ang bolt, madali na lang buksan ito. So, pwede mo nang gamitin ang kamay mo. Pag na-feel mo na malapit na matanggal ang bolt, apply inward pressure sa bolt as we remove it. That way, pag lumabas ang oil, it's a steady stream onto the oil pan para hindi mag-make ng mess. So habang hinihintay natin mag-drain ang oil, we might as well get a rag at punasan ang drain plug, just in case there's any kind of gunk on there. So looks like pwede na natin ibalik ang plug. So para sa part na to, there's no real sequence to it. Pwede natin i-thread back ang bolt gamit ang kamay till it's on tight. At pag na-hand-tighted na, that's when we use our wrench. We want to make sure na nakalagay ito na super tight in there because kung loose ito, it's gonna leak oil and that's something we don't want. Once nakalagay na nice and tight, like what we're looking for, medyo i-clean lang natin ang pan para ma-avoid any leaks sa garage floor. So ang gagawin natin next is kung paano i-remove ang oil filter. So gagamitin natin ang oil filter wrench. These are self-locking mechanisms, so see how it's clipped in there and snapped together. Yan ang kung paano mo alam that you're tight on the object that you're trying to remove. So madali lang ito. Isang initial snap lang tapos loosen it with our hand. Kung may oil na nag-leak, okay lang because that's normal. Once na-remove mo na ang filter sa motor, make sure na yung motor side is facing up. Kasi if not, mag-leak ang oil everywhere. So just an important tip bago natin ilagay ang bagong filter. Make sure to grab some oil at completely cover the filter. Yung motor gets super hot, so dahil dito, it's gonna add a seal barrier there. So sa susunod, pag tinanggal natin ang filter, hindi masyadong mahigpit at mas madaling tanggalin. So yung filter ay ita-thread natin sa center. Madali lang ilagay gamit ang kamay. So at the end, make sure na i-tighten mo talaga again para hindi mag-leak ng oil. Pwede mo din i-use ang wrench in case hindi mo ma-tighten gamit ang kamay. So now na na-remove na natin ang oil at na-replace na natin ang filter, pwede na i-lower ang kotse. Same process as before pero in reverse. Kailangan i-lift ang vehicle up para matanggal natin ang kotse off the jack at para pwedeng i-remove yung jack. So you can either pull the lever off the jack stand para ma-lower ito or pwede mong i-tilt yung jack. Either way, up to you. And slow motion. You want to try and drop it gently. Hindi masyadong crucial to, make sure lang na i-drop sa tires at hindi sa jack stand. So open mo ang hood at there should be a latch down by the grill that you have to use to release the hood lock. So next, kung may funnel ka, use that. Pero wala akong mahanap, so kinat ko lang ang top ng water bottle at cleaned it out thoroughly. So pag i-replace mo ang oil, ang best thing to do is tingnan mo ang car manual at look at kung what type of oil at how much oil ang kailangan. You don't have to fill the oil blindly kasi meron ng kotse mo ng isang dipstick na pwede mong gamitin para ma-measure the amount that's in the oil pan. Make sure yung dipstick is pointing down or against gravity, which means magro-roll off ang oil sa dipstick. That way, you'll get a true and accurate reading. Ta-da! Yan ang kung paano mag-change ng oil by yourself, step by step. Usually, when I go to take my car in for an oil change, it costs me roughly around $120. But when I do it myself, it costs me $40 for the oil and about $15 for the filter, with a total savings of $65. That's right. That's pretty good for working on your car for only 40 minutes. So if you have some time, space, and some tools, why not try changing your oil by yourself next time? Save a few pera and have fun doing it.
Hi there, I'm Lisa Moyo from Queen of Luxury Boutique, and you're watching Chikka Time.
So can we talk about how you got started in fashion?
It so happened that Project Runway Philippines was casting that time, and luckily I got in. So from then on, it's just like, okay, fashion, 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 and now I'm still in fashion. So now I'm here. So I'm supposed to be doing Fashion Week in Manila. But then I was thinking that since I am already here, instead of buying a ticket and flying there and doing the Fashion Week, which is, it will probably cost me more.
Yeah.
So I said, why should I just do it here?
Yeah.
And then I sent them portfolios, and then I got in and said, okay, let's do it.
How did it feel like seeing your clothes on the runway?
I feel good because, first of all, well, it's always a pleasure to be showing your collection in Manila, but doing it somewhere else is like, you know, it's like you're bringing your country with you, like you're representing your country. Yeah, something like that. So, and of course, these are not just designers, but they are like international designers. So I was so overwhelmed with the designs.
So what was your inspiration for this collection?
Okay, this collection is, I call it a taste of coffee. So the inspiration is the taste, so nothing visual, so it's all about the taste. So if you're gonna take a look at my collection, it's actually the palette, the theme is different shades of coffee, which is different shade of brown. So every look, if you are going to check every look, it is a combination and transition of different tastes. Like there is like this reserve, some were like a bit edgy, some were playful, modern, some were a bit sexy, but it has this transitional of it's a mix of sexy and like teen feel because of the hoodie, like punk or something like that. And also the fabrics is the fabrics were is a combination of fine and some were like thick, so it's kind of more of like mixture. So it's just like when you're mixing your coffee, so it's a bit of this and that color of like creamer. Some other people want it. Some people might want their coffee to be dark or with creamer or milk with some touch of cinnamon. So it's the same as this.
That's awesome.
This collection.
Do you have a favorite piece from your collection?
I do have a favorite. I have three. The first one is it reminds me of my mom, like doing the laundry in the batis. I don't know how you call batis. Batis and just a big skirt. But this one is not a big skirt. It doesn't have to be like literally exactly the same. But it was my inspiration to do like a skirt. And I remember when they go to batis and do the washing, the laundry, they just pull up, and then when they're done, they roll it down, so it creates that crumpled area. And the other favorite of mine is it has this blue turtleneck accent, because I was able to do my creative side, like it has some fabric manipulation, and also it could be worn by anyone because it is figure friendly.
Oh, That's awesome. That's really
Yeah.
good then. That way anyone and everyone can wear it.
Yes,
Can
exactly.
I wear it, you think?
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited. So how would you describe your fashion style or your fashion line?
Okay. My fashion style, I like vintage. I like street style. I like, it's more like a combination and a transition of both. So I know that my first collection was more like fabric manipulation, which is not too wearable, but this time I tried to flex it just to make sure that it can be worn at the same time. It has this edgy look. So I had to balance everything. So yeah, it's more like I think I find it a vintage and street style.
Yeah, I can definitely see
Aesthetic,
that. Yeah, it works. It's beautiful. Well, thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Mel, for letting me interview you. I really, really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you.
Hello, my sexy, sexy dancers, and welcome to the dancing room, where each week, tuturuan ko kayo ng dance routine that you can try out at home. So kung sa tingin mo kaya mong dance move step by step, then make sure to send your video to the link down below. First, I'm going to show you the dance, then I'm going to explain the moves. All right, sayawan na! All right, my favorite little cute dancers, for today's routine, we're gonna do something a bit more simple, just kinda in one little area. So the first move that we're gonna do is we're just gonna have our hands out like this. So the key to this is having your forearms facing outwards. So let's start with that, just like this. Perfect. Try to have your chest kind of out a little bit as well, so just like this. Then the second move that we're gonna do is we're just gonna dip down and kind of move our hips to the side like this. So let's practice by doing that first. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do 3 movements of that. Okay, so let's try it with the arms. So 1, put your arms out, forearms facing frontwards, and then dip down. 1, 2, 3. All right, try that one more time. All right, try that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So for the third time we dip down, we're going to add one extra move. So it's going to be your arms crossed like that. Frontwards, outwards. So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do it again. So arms out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So after that, we're going to end off in this position. We're just gonna go and bend to the side like this, kind of flick our arm like A, just like that. So 1, perfect. So let's start from the very beginning. Forearms out, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Let's run through it one more time. Forearms out, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So after this move, we're going to go to the left side. So we're going to go hit to the right and hit to the left. So start from the beginning, like this. 1, 2, and 4 arms out. There, hit. All right, again. Start from the very beginning, and then I'm going to add the next step. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since we're kind of put your weight on this side, on the left side. Now we're gonna take our right arm and circle it up. So you kind of bend your knees and shift your weight to the right side. So without the arms, let's try the legs first. So here and swift, like that. Again, like that. Then we're gonna add the arms. So you're bent to the left and up. Perfect. So let's start from here, like that, and then we're gonna bend the other way, like that. Perfect. So we're going to start from the very beginning. Arms out. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7. Perfect. Now you're going to kind of pause here, and you're going to hold on to your right hand. You're going to bend back to the right and kind of bend your elbows. So 1, 2. Perfect. So let's start from the arms and kind of shifting the weight. All right, let's do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So let's take a quick break. Take a deep breath in and start from the very beginning. So arms out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Perfect. So from here, we'll hit 1, hit 2. We're going to circle around to the front. So we're going to go like this. All right, let's try that again. It may look tricky, but once you get into the rhythm of it, it'll click. So 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Don't put your hands down when you get here because we're going to end up placing it here. So I'll show you how it looks. So 1, 2, 3, hit. So when you turn it around and hit here, we're going to pop our booty out again. So 1, 2, spin and pop. And then we're going to hit up and pop. Just like that, and that's the end. So let's quickly start from hands up, hands up. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. When you end off, kind of like be a little sassy with it and kind of like flip your hair a little bit. And we're just gonna let go of this hand on the last move. So it's gonna hit and hit. So kind of just leave your hand out like, hey, just like that. Okay, so from the very, very beginning, take a deep breath, because I know I need it. You probably do too. Okay, so hands out, forearms facing frontwards, and ready? 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. All right, that's it for this week. I hope you have fun trying it out, and make sure to send me your video because I want to see how well you do. All right, that's it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Don't forget to submit your videos killing it on a dance floor for a chance to be featured in our upcoming episode. All right, I'll see you next time.